Watch the Scott Pilgrim anime.
Yes, Mal, it's an anime.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it is an incredible production. The art is almost perfect, the story and direction are amazing, the music is off the charts, while the fight scenes need a little work, but overall the anime is pretty damn good. Then why, I hear you ask, is this random internet video essay guy telling me not to watch it? Into that, my dear viewer, the answer is one word: expectations. There are mainly going to be two kinds of people going into the series. The first are the movie watchers, those who watched the Scott Pilgrim movie that came out in 2010 and loved it, because of course you loved it. It's an incredible movie. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World takes the most incredible and interesting approach to the classic damsel in distress trope I've ever seen, and has a magical quality that I've never seen repeated in another movie or any other form of media. Fans of the movie are probably going to be hoping to see the anime catch the magic of that movie again. And then there's the people who've never seen the movie or read the comic. Those who generally prefer the animated medium and don't like making time for long-form live-action movies, even though in the backs of their minds they realize that 12 times 25, or in this case 8 times 25, is 3 hours and 20 minutes total, which is longer than most movies. Anyway, there's also the comic readers, but in 2023, unfortunately, they're the 1%. So both the main audiences will go in with the same expectations to see the original Scott Pilgrim story from comic to movie to anime. And I feel like if you're from the crowd who've seen the movie, you're going to love the anime in all aspects other than the fight spot. So you could go watch it and ignore the clickbait title of this video. The other crowd, however, who have never seen the movie or read the comic or touched grass, to you I say, halt, cease, desist. Wait just a moment. Watch the movie first. I know, you don't like movies. Just listen to me for a second. It is absolutely brilliant and extremely fast-paced. There is not a single boring part of it. Not a single boring minute, probably. And it is directed and put together in such a way that it feels like an animation. And it works so goddamn well. You might be thinking you can just cruise through the 8 episodes, no big deal. But wait up a second and hear me out on this. Mild spoilers, so if I've convinced you already, just go watch the movie, then watch the anime and close this video right here. You don't need to hear the spoilers. You can go. If not, then stick around. The anime is not a standalone piece of media. It exists in an alternate timeline from the movie, and it constantly makes callbacks and jokes referring to the movie timeline. But if you watch the anime on its own, you get none of that. You will be left confused and questioning, unsatisfied from the very first episode, because every decision made in the new timeline is based on something crucial from the original timeline. And without experiencing the core story triggering these events, just think it's very hard to truly experience the ecstatic joy and love that Scott Pilgrim fans and I have felt for it for so goddamn long. It is totally worth it, and it's not that long a movie. Trust me, it goes by so fast. Once you've seen both in order, you will thank me. Because if you try watching the movie after the anime, it just is not as satisfying. And it takes a lot away from the emotional impact of both stories, because you kind of already know what's going to happen in the movie if you've seen the anime, but you don't know what's going to happen in the anime if you've seen the movie. Trust me, it works. And in the proper order, it feels so good to have that delivery, to have every loose knot tied up. Every little bit comes together in such a beautiful and satisfying way that you wait 10 years to see another adaptation and you find it add to the story rather than take away from it like most do. Ideally, you would have seen the movie in 2010 and are now watching this one 13 years later. But if that's not the case and you're going into the anime blind, trust me, you should watch the movie first. I know I'm just some random internet guy, but as a fellow fan of cool stories in general, just trust me on this. Hopefully, I've convinced you. I have certainly tried my best, but with that, I'm done. I've been MYZS and you have been wonderful. Remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. Ooh, check out my Insta for cool art, and I will see you next time. I hope. MYZS out.